Supercomputing 2025. I'm very, very excited today to be with one of our primary vendors and partner, Valvoline. And for all of you here at the show and around the world, we're going to start with a little introduction.
Thank you, Patrick. So honored to be here with so many friends, colleagues, to this wonderful event, Supercomputing 2025. It's a wonderful show. So far, I learned a lot, especially from you guys. You are partner, right? So I'm Zhang. I got a PhD in chemistry. I started learning about the computer industry, formulating the cooling solutions a couple years ago. I've been with Valvoline for 26 years. And currently, I'm the vice president for R&D for the innovation and the really new product development side. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, George. For myself, Patrick Scatini, I'm the new VP of Business Development with Hypertec for 22 years already. And interestingly enough, I was very involved with the beginning of the immersion cooling era at Hypertec and thinking about the future. And I think the goal of immersion cooling is to build an ecosystem, and that's why we have Valvoline, who's the liquid vendor, and Hypertec here, who build the hardware together to try to explain to you guys the beauty and the advantage of immersion. So let me start with the question. I remember a time I didn't need reading glasses, right? But it is what it is. Tell me more about how Valvoline is involved in liquid cooling and the demo of immersion we have here today.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. Wonderful question. So when we talk about Valvoline getting to the liquid cooling, people are really, let's say, interested and confused. Why Valvoline is here? So you are an automotive company. Well, why are you doing the liquid cooling for the computers? So basically, we have 160 years of experience in tribology, friction, lubrication, and thermal management. Yeah. So we learned how to cool the world's most, let's say, the hottest engines, right? The hottest equipment, hottest machines. For example, Formula One, very demanding environment. How do we cool the engine? For example, some of the gas turbines, extremely demanding application too. Yeah. So we know how to do thermal management. So we took the same, let's say, the principle. We looked into the design of the fluid for the immersion cooling. That's how we come up. Oh, we have the know-how, we have the product, and we have a partner, right? So why don't we go together and learn from each other and develop this product?
So we are very excited about this partnership because of Valvoline being one of the longest running oil companies, right?
Yep.
And we found that in all our testing, in our discussion, our vision was identified. Some of the key benefits of liquid cooling.
Okay. Great question again. So key benefits, of course, number one, efficiency. So air cooling has a limit. We know air can cool a lot of the things, right? So that's from many probably human history. We use air to cool things.
Yes.
But air, number one, air is loose. The density is low. Number two, low thermal conductivity. So compare with that, liquid has over 1,000, at least 1,200 times more heat conduction than air. So that's the benefit right away, the better thermal management, better heat conduction. Number two, we also talked about the PUE, right? Eventually, we want efficiency. How do we quantify efficiency? It's the power utilization efficiency. How do we calculate that? What is the energy used for cooling? Compare with the energy used for the computer to run, to monetize for the owner of the equipment, right? So that's number two. I guess also number three is that compare with the air cooling, the liquid cooling is quiet. You don't have the fans running, right? Then you, one more thing is that when you have the liquid cool your hot machines, you can recapture the heat in the liquid media, but in the air, you cannot recapture that. So we can work together, capture the heat, then move the heat somewhere else for second use. So that's all the wonderful benefits.
I think you get it right here. It's funny when people around me ask me about immersion cooling, and they say me, why immersion cooling? I say, when you're hot, what you do? You go take a cold shower. Yeah, you can put a fan on you, but it's not the same. If the air is hot outside, it will be hot. A cold shower will make you cold, I promise you. And all the principles you announce are 100%. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
For those who are either using liquid cooling today or looking at potential starting to get involved and test our cooling, why should they use Valvoline and Hypertec? In your mind, I have a good idea, but in your mind.
Yeah, in my mind, again, it's a partnership. So for us, working with Hypertec, so all the equipment Hypertec uses, the like say the GPU, CPU, the memory, the storage, the cable, the even like say the power distribution unit, we test for compatibility. We already have worked a long time together, right? So we understand our fluid is 100% compatible with the hardware you will be using.
Yeah.
Secondly, we design the fluid. We look at the viscosity. We look at the thermal conductivity, the density, right? So and the also the safety aspect, the flash point, the fire point, all these let's say the properties. We find the best solution tailored for Hypertec's application. So overall, I feel we will have a win-win solution. And also, one more thing is that we also look at, can we innovate based on what we have today? What kind of new molecules can we have? Again, Hypertec will give us really good ideas what properties you are looking for, right?
Yes.
So then we will be going back to the drawing board to find the best molecule for the application. So again, the partnership is really help both of us to advance to the next level.
Thank you, George. As we are closing now, it's very interesting. I'm very interested in working with Valvoline, first because they are in Tennessee, and you know what else is in Tennessee except Valvoline is this brown liquid. It doesn't cool, by the way, the server. But you can see here on our booth, on our stand here, you can see the what you call the plexiglass stand we have or tank with all the server, and it's the Valvoline oil, beautifully transparent. You can just, it's like an Evian bottle. I can say a brand, but it looks so nice, so good, so refreshing. And I agree with you. The time has passed. The time right now, it seems to be for direct liquid cooling for some of it. But we know that there is still a problem with DLC and cooling the entire IT infrastructure. So immersion cooling is the way to go. I can tell you that the way to go is do it with Valvoline. Valvoline is our primary partner right now. And together we're going to continue to advance and promote the world of immersion cooling. A few nice words to end.
Thank you, Patrick. Again, yeah, I really agree with you. Thank you for promoting our brand. Again, we designed the fluid to be best fitting for the property, right? One last thing we have not mentioned is using immersion cooling. You don't need to use groundwater for the evaporation cooling, right? Yeah. So you save a lot of water. We really have the benefit of sustainability side. Again, we are the win-win partner here. So hopefully, yeah, you find that if you are interested in liquid cooling, you want to experimenting with that, you want to have the equipment to run in your facility, you have Hypertec, you have Valvoline. We are here to support you.
Absolutely. Folks, thank you very much for the time we have spent. Thank you, George. Thank you for your partnership. And we see you next time.
Thank you, Patrick.